All right, football fans, get ready. It's Thursday, January 8th, 2026, and you are in for an absolute treat. We have a massive day of action happening all over the globe, so you know what? Let's just dive right in. I mean, look at this. We're talking 8 massive matches across 5 different countries. We've got everything from monumental title clashes to do-or-die knockout cup semifinals. It is absolutely set to be a blockbuster day. So let's start with the biggest games first, shall we?
Okay, first up, we've got the 3 matches that you absolutely cannot miss today. Seriously, these are the ones where rivalries, trophies, and title hopes are all on the line.
And we're going to start in North London, because honestly, it does not get any bigger than this. A top-of-the-table showdown at the Emirates, Arsenal versus Liverpool. The implications for the Premier League title race? Oh, they are just immense.
So why are we expecting a total thriller here? Well, for starters, both sides are just on fire offensively, playing with so much confidence. You've got Arsenal, who have threats coming from all over the pitch. It's not just one guy. Then there's Liverpool's front 3. I mean, they are just relentless with their pressure and can create a goal out of thin air. And here's the kicker. Both defenses have looked a little shaky, a little leaky in big games recently. You add all that up, it's the perfect recipe for a goal fest.
All of that, to me, points to one thing: a high-scoring 2-2 draw. This just feels like one of those games where both teams are going to land some heavy blows, but in the end, they'll have to share the points. So yeah, for sure, keep a close eye on the over 2.5 goals market for this one.
Okay, next up, we're off to Spain for the Supercopa semifinal. And oh yeah, it's the Madrid derby. Atletico versus Real. You know this rivalry always delivers just incredible intensity and drama, and with the spot in the final on the line, this one is going to be no exception. So what's going to be the deciding factor here? Well, on one hand, you have Atletico's trademark physicality, that intense, in-your-face style that they just thrive on in these massive moments. But then on the other side, you've got Real Madrid's superstar match winners. Vinicius and Mbappe are both fully fit and just firing on all cylinders. Trust me, both sides are going to push forward, which should make for a really competitive, open match. And with that in mind, I'm backing Real Madrid to just edge it, 2-1. I think their sheer attacking firepower is going to be the difference maker in what promises to be a game where, we see goals from both sides. All right, from Spain, let's pop over to France for the Trophée des Champions. And guess what? It's another epic rivalry. La Classique, PSG taking on Marseille. Look, this is way more than just a Super Cup. This is all about bragging rights.
So, who's got the edge? Honestly, all signs are pointing to PSG. They are the clear favorites. Their superstar attack is really starting to click, and this is huge. They don't have any major injuries to worry about. Now, of course, Marseille is going to make this a fight. They always do in this fixture. But let's be real. The odds are definitely stacked in PSG's favor.
And that's exactly why we're going with a 2-1 win for PSG. I expect a super high-energy game, definitely some goals, but Luis Enrique's squad should have just enough class to see them through and lift that trophy.
All right, so moving on from those heavyweight clashes, let's take a quick fire tour around the rest of the globe for today's other key matchups. First up in Portugal's second division, Lusitania are notoriously tough at home. We're backing them for a solid 2-0 win against a Leixões team that just can't seem to get it done on the road. Then jumping over to Bahrain, Ahli Manama have been absolutely dominant on their home turf. We expect them to get a pretty comfortable 2-0 victory against a very shaky Al Batidi defense. Now for the Saudi Professional League. You've got Al Hilal with stars like Mitrovic and Neymar firing on all cylinders. Yeah, they should have no trouble cruising to a 3-0 win. Then, in what could be a much tighter game, we're tipping Al Ittifaq to just sneak by Al Nazma with a 2-1 away win. And to wrap it up, get ready for goals from Ronaldo and the crew, as Al Nassr looks set to handle Al Qadisiyah 3-1. Whew! Okay, we've covered a lot of ground there, so let's bring it all together and give you the complete rundown of today's key predictions. That's right, 8 matches, 8 key predictions for you to keep an eye on all day long. So let's lay them all out, nice and simple. And there you have it, the full list for all of Thursday's action. Everything from that potential 2-2 thriller between Arsenal and Liverpool, all the way to those comfortable home wins we're expecting for Al Hilal and Al Nassr. Go ahead and pause here if you need to, take it all in. So now that we've broken all of that down, we're left with just one final thought to chew on as the games get ready to kick off. With so many goals predicted in almost every single one of these huge games, it really makes you wonder, Which of these powerhouse teams is the most likely to get hit with an upset? Which one is most at risk of a shock result? Definitely something to think about as you enjoy all the action.